Shifu Gregg here with the Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu School. So, another Mythbusters today. We're going to be working on, again, different stances. We're going to work on the forward stance and what we call the rooster stance. Hang tight. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Shifu Gregg here with the Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu School, and again, another Mythbusters. Today we're going to be working on forward stance and what we call a rooster stance, and I'll show you those guys in a second. But before we go any further, please subscribe, click that bell, come back as much as you guys can, check out the stuff, leave good comments, helps the algorithm out, it keeps everything moving forward. And that's it. That's pretty much it. So we're gonna be moving on to the forward stance today. So we're gonna work forward stance and rooster. Forward stance. Obviously, we're not gonna fight in this position. That's absolutely ridiculous. When you're learning your forms teach us body mechanics. They teach us strength. They teach us proper movement, proper stance, and proper direction for the stance. But we don't fight in those positions. So how am I gonna use my forward stance in a fighting stance position? Now, a forward stance can be used if my opponent throws and I come in on my opponent and bring him down this way, as if we're pushing our opponent down, or if we're cutting the corner. If he throws that lead and I come in, I can use my body, I can use my weight, and of course I can use my what? My forward stance position, right? So these are the things that we're working on. Let's switch over here so you guys can see. And somebody out there, oh, you know, it looks like he's just falling, but the reality of this is, when you throw that punch, and I'm coming in, so I'm letting him throw. He's throwing. I'm letting him throw. So as he throws, I'm coming into that forward stance, right? So it's going to be here, and here I'm grabbing that leg to push him to the floor. So forward stance can be used moving forward. It can also be, if my opponent comes in, I can also use it for what? For stepping back, right? So my opponent comes in here, and I get into a good stance here, okay? And I bring him down to the floor. So I'm using my stance. Sorry, we don't script this. We just go. So as he steps in the throw, and I step forward here, I'm going to be able to grab here and bring my opponent to the floor. So forward stance is very, very good, and it can be used in smart, applicable situations, right? So if I'm here and we're in guard, and say my opponent throws the 1-2, and I roll here and I step in, I can use my forward stance to attack that thigh. And it's quick, guys. It's not like we're going to sit here and I'm going to stand like this and then come in with my forward stance. He's going to come here, and I'm already jamming my leg right into his thigh. You know? And at that point of the game here, we just take that leg and we bring him to the floor. All right? So something as quick as just being in this position here and sliding forward, I don't want to hurt you, but I'm going to bring him to the floor. And then we line back up, and then we set in the lock. So that's something that we can use. Sorry. Okay, so another drill is using our rooster stance. Okay? So the rooster stance is developed if I was in a guard, okay? If I was in a guard stance position, I'm here, and this is actually a rooster stance, just turned in the opposite direction. So this is our guard stance. This is our fighting stance that we use. Rear heel is up, and that's easy for me to move back, move forward, and do whatever I want to do. So the good thing about a rooster is that I can turn the rooster on its side and bring my opponent down. So if I was here and I came in, I'm turning the body. I'm using my knee to turn the body. I can jam my knee into the calf, right at this point here, and then just bring right to the floor, and we can finish it out. We can do a million different things. So I'm going to utilize that. So again, it's a double fan. As he throws, I'm going to palm, and I'm going to fan. We don't catch. Not going to happen. We don't catch. We don't catch, because when you think you're gonna catch, the only thing you're gonna catch is a fist to the face. So from here, he's gonna throw, and I'm gonna move. So even if he throws the 1-2, throw the 1-2. Okay, so Even if he throws the 1-2, I'm moving. At this point, I'm turning the body. So the 1-2 is 1, 2, down to the floor, 3 here, turn, and lock up. You okay? As I come down here, my knee is on the neck, and then we're right here. Okay? So we're gonna do this nice and slow. We'll switch it so people can see the pattern. So 1-2, already closing him up, right? I'm closing the gap. I'm closing the door to his techniques. So as I come in, I turn. I want to keep hold of that hand. So I'm here and I turn. I come right in and turn on that knee. 1, 2. From here, I reach. So I'm in this position. I can drop down this way or just simply reach and pull. And that's when I just drop into position. Okay? Hey guys, so another way of doing a rooster stance is a modified rooster. So anytime you see somebody doing a throw, anytime we do a hip throw, it's a modified rooster because this is our rooster stance on the floor, but this is the same type of technique. Sorry guys. So from here, my opponent throws. And we can't get used to somebody just throwing a 1 or throwing a 1-2 because it doesn't happen that way, right? And sometimes somebody's gonna rush us to the point where he's pushing us back. And this is okay because from this position here, I'm gonna come in. I'm folding that arm. As he comes in, I'm folding that arm. So even if he goes to grab, I'm gonna use that modified rooster stance. Okay guys? So one more time, it's gonna be here. I step in, modified rooster. So one more time. So just trying not to hurt my opponent here and modified rooster. All right, so that pretty much finishes the video here, guys. So again, we want to focus on that forward stance and we want to focus on that rooster stance. And the more that we build our stances, the stronger we train our stances, the lower we train our stances, the easier it is for us to get in and out of the movement, and the easier it is to be able to practice our techniques to the point where we can use them in application. You have to train this stuff. It's not something you can do through the form and through verbatim for the form and think that it's going to work when you guys are fighting. It's not going to happen. You guys got to put it to use. You guys got to do the road work. The form shows you the movement. You have to learn the movement. You have to drill the movement. You have to teach your body the body mechanics and put it to pressure. And it's really, really important. So again, guys, I want to thank you very much. Thanks for staying all the way to the end of the video. I truly appreciate it. The more that you guys ask for certain videos, and as long as it's in what we're doing and in a timely manner, we'll try to get it out to you guys as much as we can. I appreciate all the positive comments that are on the page on the channel right now. So thank you guys so much. Again, subscribe, share, like, click the bell. And again, I appreciate everything, guys. Thank you so much for being true Patreons of what we're doing. And remember, it's not the style that makes it's not the style that makes the student great. It's the great student that makes the style great. And it's really, really important. So again, guys, look for that martial arts. Look for the good martial arts out there. You'll know when you see it. See you soon. Another reason to do a cross dance is because you're moving forward, right? A traditional version of this would be if my opponent throws from the rear hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross. And obviously that didn't reach. But because I did my cross dance, that leaves this technique